Ah, definitely seems time has passed. No more snow. Feels a bit humid though. Is this spring? Let me have a look-see. I was too long in those last couple syllables. Shit. Months have passed! Hello everyone, it has been quite some time since I've been back. Chaos sows its seeds as it usually does, and things never turn out the way you want them to. But nonetheless, I am back. Hello! I have returned, and I wish to review a movie I just recently saw, at least before I left, and I think deserves a lot of noting due to its director recently having passed away. That director being George A. Romero, and that particular film being KnightRiders. So, unlike some of the previous reviews I've done, I'm not going to actually be able to include footage as I normally do, because that's going to be hard-pressed to be found, and I have nothing to actually record Blu-rays with. Whereas with DVDs, I can actually record those very easily on this computer, which I will be editing this video upon to release to the unwilling public. But anyways, in short, trailer footage, and we're going to treat this more or less like it's one of the movie vlogs that Matt does. So with that being said, the story very quickly. A group of Renaissance-style people have fallen in love with their particular glorification of the Arthurian lore, to which they have a main leader who runs the show but also pretends to also be a king. He must defend his crown every time they have a major show, and the fights have been getting more and more brutal due to the fact that they honestly haven't been really enforcing any kind of rules, and things have just been getting worse. That includes also the fact that they allow for free fun for locals, to which the biker gangs are getting more and more rowdy and causing more and more trouble as they progress. The long and the short of it is that everyone, including the king himself, begins to question where they're going in life, and what are they doing here, and what do they perceive that they're going to achieve in life in the long run. This, with the mix-in of a Hollywood-style group trying to get them more fame and possibly give them more money if they continue to do their shows for bigger venues, forces the ugly heads of what they're really like underneath to some degree to show up. After a smattering of back and forth, some of the characters finally decide that they'd rather be part of the show and continue on with the dream. But as to how the things fully end, I will not give away here. That is for you, dear viewer, to watch, if I have enticed you enough about this particular story. The visuals are very simple. It's 1981, it's George A. Romero, and he, as a master of his craft, is doing mostly as much in-camera effects as he possibly can, with very little to, actually I think in this case, no animation outside of the on-camera action that is caught. All of the stunts are real, all of the effects are done by Tom Savini, who also is more or less the second or third lead in this particular movie, possibly his biggest starring role in any film he's been in to date, and he kind of earns it. He's actually doing a really good job in this one in particular. This is a role meant for him. George A. Romero probably puts forth his most iconic and most heartfelt characters I've actually seen in any of his movies. Romero is a man who knows how to write for characters, but in particular, this one seems to be his really big draw. He really wanted to make something that was very character-focused and would hopefully garner him a lot of attention for it. Sadly, according to Romero himself, after many, many years of conventions, admits that maybe one out of every 100 of his fans has ever seen this film, which is a massive shame. The costuming is very well done, a mixture of both then modern for 1981 as well as backwoods small city people, as well as also the Renaissance stylings of the people who are running the fair and trying to keep things going. So overall, a very nice, interesting, mixed period piece. Mix this with the action bits, the background character bits that force the story to come through, and the fact that this is probably one of the more heartfelt things to come out of Romero, because he felt that the main character was more or less an exaggerated form of himself. KnightRiders is a very interesting watch. It kept me thrilled the entire time, and is by no means a horror movie, although there are a few moments of a bit of blood, sometimes in excess at points. But KnightRiders, for me, was a recent find due to Romero's recent death, and I believe it is criminally underrated and criminally forgotten. Thankfully, Shout Factory has picked up the rights to this. You can find it at the very least on Blu-ray, if not maybe on DVD if you're looking around hard enough. And it is definitely worth your watch. And in memory of George A. Romero, keep on watching, and do not forget, I will see you all next time, and I hope you also will enjoy.
They fight for honor.
That kid thinks I'm Evel Knievel.
That kid thinks you're William the Knight. You're his hero.
I'm not trying to be a hero! I'm fighting the dragon!
Following a dream as far as it will take them. Because a legend lives as long as someone believes.
This isn't just a roadside carny anymore. Not for some of us. It's a lot more than that. It's a whole lot more. You know that, Morgan.
You guys is the most fun I got in my life. I just don't want to see you all break up.
You think it's breaking up?
It's money, Billy. It's all to do with money. Money makes the world go around, even your world.
Small town jails is uncomfortable places.
Damn uncomfortable.
Throw down the gauntlet. Take up the challenge. A new age begins. Romance and adventure live. KnightRiders. The legend is born.
Being KnightRiders. The